I mean, what does this thing actually do? No, I'm just wondering, what does this thing do? Can you do anything? Like, I mean, what does this thing actually do? Does it got memory clock? I'm just wondering because does this, okay, let me explain it this way. My laptop can be overclocked, you know? It can be overclocked, but I'm afraid of overclocking it. I paid a lot of money for this thing. I paid $1,100 for this laptop. I know what you're probably thinking. It's an old laptop. It's old, yes, it's old. But I don't know. I'm you know, I like things. I like anything that you know. I like anything that I can use. I mean, I just like this. I like this type of. I like the older laptops. I like the older laptops because I feel like older laptops are the better laptops. Yeah, I feel like they're the better laptops. I mean, why would I want any other laptop? Okay, start with Windows, start minimize. What's that thing? You know that thing where you can change what this thing looks like? You know how the thing, this what do you call this? I mean the output, how this looks like. Is it on here or do I go here? Do I go to one of these areas on here? Oh, you know, it says standard MSI reference design. It says a reference design, it says extended MSI, third party MSI. Extended MSI. Okay, so MSI afterburner. Well, the laptop itself is MSI, right? So I just figured like maybe I could use MSI afterburner with certain features on the laptop. So, I mean, I need to learn more about this laptop anyway. It's going to take me a while. I know that I will eventually understand the laptop better, you know, with time. I will know what I'm doing with the laptop. But right now, my mind is like, it's still new. You know, I mean, to me, it's still new, so I still have to learn a bit about it. I've seen this MSI True Color, like I can change how the screen looks. But MSI Center, and then I've got, yeah, that's basically it. MSI Center, I think is the one that helps you. So I'm playing on extreme mode. I'll check this out. Core clock offset, 70 megahertz. VRAM or clock offset. Alright, look, cooler boost. Right, so I'm going to use cooler boost. So cooler boost is turned on. VRAM clock 200. Core clock offset 70. So I'm going to use the maximum. So it says core clock offset I've set that to 200 megahertz. VRAM clock offset, I've set that to 200 megahertz as well. The fan speed, it was on auto, I've set it to cooler boost. But it also has this advanced one. I think it's the one you can just mess around with. So I clicked on save. Right, so let's see what happens now. Am I going to get like slightly better performance? Yes. No, I'm just trying to understand where this is. Okay, this was installed successfully. Okay, done. Let me just finish installing this stuff. And then I'll jump over to see what's the feature thing. Oh, I'm going to wait for this to finish downloading. Right, so as I said before, the laptop I had before only had 64 VRAM on it. You know what, I just want to see something. Why does this thing say 16 gigs of VRAM? I'm not seeing it in the game. How does it work? That's what I'm wondering. How do I get that performance? Look at this thing. It says 16 gigs of VRAM. This, I was thinking that this was supposed to be badass or something. It's just a bit disappointing, I think. I'm not trying to say it is disappointing. I'm just saying it feels a bit disappointing. You know, it does. It kind of feels disappointing. It's like, yeah, I'm thinking, finally bought myself a laptop that should be able to game, and it's not really showing you what I paid for. Okay, let's own it. It looks like Omen thing. It's like I'll have too many things running in the background. But I do like using Omen. I think Omen is a good system to have. The game I'm going to test after this, I'm going to test Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. I'm going to get into this thing. Oh, this thing, it says not related. Okay. How does it want to show me things that are not useful at all? Oh, you know one thing I haven't done? Let me jump into this thing. Man, I don't want it to go flying up. Can I launch this? I'm just wondering if I can launch this. I want to see if there's anything that needs updating on the laptop. You know, is there anything? Because driver booster, you can get this from Steam, yes? To use it the first time is free, but if you want to update your drivers, it's going to cost you like $27, around $20 there. And you get it to be noted as a DLC. So, there's things in here that need updating. Sound, network, software, system. There's a lot of things in here that need, you see? And these are game drivers as well. Game drivers. Right, so what I'm going to let this do, guys, is I want this to install the drivers, yes? But I need to create an install point. I always tell you guys to do this. You see, the game drivers that need to be installed. These are Microsoft Visual C++, and it all goes all the way from 2012, 2010, 2015, and 2022. Then it's called game drivers, OpenAL. Overview library, it's called game drivers, Microsoft frameworks. So it's what it looks for. It looks for anything that's out of date. They say 156 drivers that need to be upgraded. So I think what I'll do is, instead of playing the game, I was going to play the game. I'll just stop this for now. And maybe jump into, what's that thing that I was using? Yes, this one. The strange thing about this is then it doesn't actually give me what I want. I think auto update, MSI SDK auto update. This is auto update. Okay. History, auto update function. MSI updates SDK and features. Okay. But then those things don't come up here. You see what I mean? They don't actually come to the top. And then when you're not using them, they don't show up. Well, I'm going to turn the fans down. I'll put this back to balance because I want to do a driver update. You know that driver booster. It helped me with my other laptop. So I want to see if it's going to help this laptop to like, I don't know. It says there's some outdated drivers on this thing. Right. Okay. Okay, let's see. No, not that. How do I get to... Wow. Doing some weird things now. how do I go to this thing? Everything is paused now. Everything's paused. I can't get into this thing. Alright, so I think it was being updated or something. Yeah, it's always asking me to install these things. I get tired of this thing, man. Systems and auto update, blah 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 blah. Right, so okay, so that's gaming mode. Oh, that's the wrong one. That's the one. Oh yeah, this user thing. Fancy way. I put it back to auto, and everything I put it back to default. Right, so maybe that's why it wasn't doing what I wanted it to do. But I'm going to set this to balance. I think it's the fines are coming down. Why is this taking so long? I'm just going to close down one. Oh yeah, I need to set this down. So, sorry if it's bright guys, I'm going to set that to minimum. I'm going to close it. Yeah, so basically, why did I choose to do this now? I'm doing this now because I just felt like there's certain things on the laptop that needed, you know, they needed that, where's the driver booster thing? No, I felt like the laptop itself just needed a boost. Right, so that's booster, cleaner. Okay, close this stuff out. PC. Saying utilization GPU 7%, CPU 1%, around 25%. It's got network, it's got storage, that's task manager there. Also shows you your games. If you're wondering where to get this Omen gaming hub, you can get it from Microsoft Store, and it's completely free. Doesn't cost you anything. It's free to download. Why would you want to have this? Well, it's like what if your laptop doesn't have NVIDIA GeForce now, or I mean NVIDIA, whatever you want to call it, that things that we get, or stuff like that. You want a library to see your games. You just go up here and you scan. You see, you just scan. You look throughout your entire system looking for games, and any games it doesn't find, for example, it will just put some deals there for you. So you know, it's like it's trying to show you games that you could buy. So it's interesting to have actually, right? Isn't it? So let me jump here. I'll go to Microsoft Store and I'll show you. Where's that keyboard thing? Like I said, I'm still getting used to this laptop. So obviously, I think what's gonna happen eventually is when I do get used to using the laptop, you know, when I do get used to using this, then obviously I will. What is this thing there? Ain't it supposed to show up? Well, that's the weird thing. I don't need Omen now. I can shut Omen down. Okay, so the on-screen keyboard came. That's kind of weird, isn't it? I wanted to click on it so it, you know, so I can keep it. All right, so sorry. I'll show you how to look for it. Just go to search on your on this thing here, and just click Omen. So it's OMEN, right? Like that, like Omen. Like this, you see? And it's that one, Omen Gaming Hub. Click on this, and then what you want to do is you want to install this, you see? Remember the system I'm using, that's the system right there. And it's completely free to get. It boost your Steam Deck or your laptop, Chromebook, desktop. It's free to use, doesn't cost you anything, and you can even, you see, it's got a lot of features on it. So it can do a lot of things for you. You can change your lighting stuff, you can do all that stuff on here. it's not just a boring gaming hub. It will boost your Steam Deck or your laptop. It says overlay performance specs on any screen where you need them the most. You know one thing, I didn't know about this overlay thing. No, I know about all this other stuff. It says lower your ping, improve your scores, network booster, make sure your latency is always in the fast lane. So it's got network booster. I don't know that this stuff. Okay, so it's got this overlay performance. That's the one that I want, actually. I want overlay because obviously when I'm playing games, I like to show people like what I'm getting, especially on the Steam Deck. So if I'm going to stream a game to my Steam Deck, then I like to show people the FPS counter. I'm just wondering. Anyway, so it says manually or automatically overclock your CPU to maximize the power of your gaming rig. It also supports overclocking. Easily and safely adjust power and thermal settings to keep everything chill. Wow, so you can actually overclock your PC. That's weird, man. So, how come I don't have all this stuff? I'm just saying that, how come I'm not seeing all these things? Of course, I'm now, I'm actually going out of topic now. Let me create a restore point. No, I'll forget, I'll forget what I'm doing if I don't do this thing. If you don't know how to create a restore point, oh my god, okay. I have to stretch out to my laptop to do this. No, I'm just going to press on any key. You know what I like doing? I like to press on any letter, like 3 times, because I've got the thing is there. And then I'm just, because after I update the drivers, I don't know if it's going to mess up my system. And if it does, I need to go into recovery. And this is when your restore point is going to help you the most. And because you don't know where it's going to actually help you the most, like where it's going to come from, then it's just a better idea, to create restore points on all of them. So you just configure your restore points and then apply, and then make sure to turn them on, and that's it. And you can just, if you ever have a problem on your Steam Deck, laptop, Chromebook, desktop, whatever system you use, you just go to that time. The restore point is like a time when your laptop, desktop, Steam Deck, Chromebook, MacBook, whatever, was working properly, okay? So it could be that you installed an app and you didn't know what app it was, but you have a restore point for the day before. You will lose all the apps and information you have put in, except for documents, photos, things like that will remain, but anything else that programs will be taken away, So it's just good to have restore points. I like to create these, so whenever I have a problem, I know what to do. Okay, so I've got the booster thing, the recent games, all this stuff. But the one I'm curious about is the one that was, it was showing me all this other stuff. Like it was saying stuff like, you can open up your test manager from here. Right, so it's got this thing called Lightroom. When I install that, I've got space, I've got a terabyte in here. I've got the other 2 terabytes is being used for games. I've got 200 gigabytes left in that one, but I use that one specifically for games. That's my second SSD. So the first SSD is the main one. That's the main one for a laptop. That's got 800 gigabytes. It's still pretty empty. It's not in there. So I want to find out about this overclocking stuff. But it's not like showing me. Because your my PC is looking a little lonely. Let's fix that. Check out diamondwork.com for the best latest products to add to your setup. Okay, so you want some stuff. You see, that's the thing. I just want to. I'm installing all this stuff. Like, okay, it's this layout effects. It says arrange your device layout, click and drag, okay? And then it says create a new layer. Begin creating effects by adding a new layer or choosing an existing layer. What's that, like to my keyboard? This is mostly, listen, this is mostly, okay, If you're wondering where this came from Microsoft Store. If you have Windows on your laptop, any laptop can have this. It's called Omen Gaming Hub. It's free to download from the Microsoft Store. It says select lighting zones. That's what I would do on the TV, the keyboard, the laptop. Because I can't find it myself. Customize effects. It says do add other lighting devices. Alright, cool. So it's like a home thing. Right, so what I want to do, wait, is this wanting me to do something? Right, no, I'm being confused a bit here. No, I don't import everything. Manage other devices. And then layout. Okay, so how, the thing is, I don't know, it said we could overclock like the laptop thing, like well, the setup, you overclock setups and all this. I'm trying to figure out like where's that overclocking stuff? Yeah? Overlays beta. Alright, so it has an overlays thing. Why am I doing this? Because in the background, driver booster is actually, driver booster, like I told you guys, you can get that from the Steam deck. From Steam. You see, it's actually updating some stuff in the background. Check this out. Wow, look at this. So it's showing like CPU, GPU, RAM, FPS, net. And I changed the size of this thing. So the Omen Gaming Hub also can provide an FPS counter, right? So I didn't know this. So it's showing like CPU usage, GPU, RAM, FPS, net. Right, so guys, I think my laptop's going to restart. I think that's what's going to happen. And if that's going to take effect, yeah, it wants me to reboot. So how do I send this one away? How do I get back to this one? Right, I need to close.